How are you, lads? Timber. That's some serious stack of timber. My camera keeps going black for some unknown reason. We're here today, and I hate that now. How can I change that now, I wonder? I don't know. That's some setting now or something. I don't know. We're here today above in Lyra Pond. For those of you who don't know Lyra Pond is kind of halfway between Listowel, Abbeyfield, Castle Island, along that road, up in the middle of the mountain. It's well known for rallying and all this. But as you can see, we're here today to look at timber. And another bit of stupid history for you. Lyra Pond was the first place in Ireland where there was actually turf or peat cut with a mechanical machine. Only 5 miles over the road by Bordnamona. They went to Russia for the Russian technology to see how the Russians were doing it in the 1930s, I presume. Maybe thereabouts, so before World War II. And they came back through Germany. They bought the machines in Germany, and they bought in three German people, engineers, 3 German handymen, whatever they were, to set up the stuff and set up all the gear they were working over. And when World War II broke out, was the man himself, Hitler, sent out an appeal to get his people back. The lads came back, but one of them stayed, and I think his son only died there in the last couple of weeks. So we're actually here, like I said, above Lyra Pond, with Denis Twomey. Denis Twomey is from Macroom and Cork. He has a forwarder and a timber harvester here, and I think it's Norwegian spruce they're cutting, and we're going to video it, and we're going to put up the drone. Hopefully the battery's dead in the drone at the moment, and we'll put up the drone and we'll make a bit of video and of cutting the timber, and we can be talking about it and how fast it grows and all that in the video. Alright guys, and if you haven't, give a like and subscribe, and we'll go from there. Alright guys, we came down to the plant. You can't really see the machine at the moment. My screen is going black, I know what's happening. You can't really see the machine, she's there inside the trees. We'll turn the camera and we'll give a look at it, and I'll point out a few things in it for you. We're going to go up then and video the forwarder loading and unloading, hopefully, and I think there's a few trucks in and out above as well. So we'll turn this, you're going to have a big tree, and we'll go from there. Alright guys, here we have it. This is the machine. She's a John Deere. She's buried inside the trees. I'll see, can I figure out to zoom in? I can. Very good. She's there inside the trees. He's going taking down a big motherfucker over here. These are what I think is Norwegian pine and Norwegian spruce. These are probably growing, with somewhere in the region of about 30 years. Now, they have a very, very fast growing life in Ireland. They grow, like I said, they grow here in and around 30 years. Get up here without getting killed. In wherever their home territory is Norway, I presume, or Scandinavia, that side, they actually take 60 years to grow. So they're a very good tree to have growing in Ireland for timber processing. But the only thing is, we can look at one there in a minute, they grow so fast, it's actually a very, very soft timber. And you'll see them there now. You'll see the head and the rollers, there's blades and chainsaw head. They'll shred off see the blue blade coming down, and shred off the timber, and you cut off that bits and pieces. They cut into different lengths, you're stacking them in different piles. The big stuff will go to manufacturing timber for houses and maybe whatever, or maybe pallets, whatever. And the smaller stuff then actually goes to wood pulp, which goes to manufacturing what? I'm going to go over this side now. Manufacturing, we say, chipboard and plywood and maybe doors to your houses and things like that. You see it there, shredding it away. Like it's a serious weapon. There's a tree in the fucking way there, but sure, look, it is what it is. The whole outfit belonged to Denis Twomey from Macroom in County Cork. Like I said, about 30 years ago, and for those of you that don't know it, the timber, these trees would have been set as saplings. What they would have done was they would have brought in a machine and they would have dug drains and put them what they call mounding. Each plant is moving forward there now. Each plant would have been planted on a mound, and they would have got different grades of fertilizer. Now usually they would plant stuff like this in very marginal or very kind of poor quality land, and this is the way of farming. It's literally farming, and of course it's very good for the environment as well. And I know there's ones going to say that I shouldn't cut down the trees or do whatever, but look, they were planted 30 years ago to be cut down, and the chances are all this area behind us here, as you can see in the sun, all this area is possibly going to be replanted again at some stage in the very, very near future. What they will do is then all the timber will come out of here on a forwarder. It will then go to the processing plant, and they probably will leave it maybe a year, maybe 2 years for some of the rubbish, we call it there, that he's putting down, the branches off the trees, to rot down to the ground. And when they rot down to the ground then, and when they rot away to a certain degree, they'll come in and they will replant the whole thing again. We have big timber there now, that's going for probably going for what I call it, houses, and going for whatever stuff like that. The small stuff is going for, will more than likely go for chipboard, and the whole lot. See? Second, it's some machine, lads. There's no branch there on the way. If I go in my chainsaw and cut away the branch. And of course you might ask this about the measurements. The head there, that yellow thing we call it, the head, that is very much computerized, and he can actually set that inside the machine to whatever distance he wants. If he wants short boards, like they'd often have boards out of here now, we'll say they cut them short for paling posts, for farmers, and they might cut them long for other stuff. They might even cut them longer again for ESP poles, who knows. There you go. 30 years of growing and it's gone in 10 seconds. It's a serious machine. Oh, Denis Twomey, I am available for work. I'd love to get a cut of that yoke. I know I did inquire about doing the course before. You actually have to do a course to drive one of them, and I think the course that time was held above in Kildare, Laois, Kildare, around that side of the country. So someone there can leave a comment. That's a serious weapon of the yoke. What is she? John Deere? I can't see the number. The cab turns automatically when he turns the crane, or you can also turn the cab manually. He's up here, there's a branch in the way there. I'll see it better this way now, maybe. And all this timber, a lot of it will go for processing. I know there's a processing plant in Macroom in County Cork. I think it's called Palfab? Something like that, I think. They take the bigger timber, and a lot of the smaller timber goes for chipboard and stuff like that down to Wexford or Waterford. And there's another place in Tipperary. They're the three places that I know of. And of course we had a shipment yesterday into Foynes in County Limerick, all the way from South America out of the Amazon rainforest. A big massive cargo ship full to the brim of wood chip to power some kind of an energy plant up the Midlands. So now that makes a lot of sense, don't it? I know they might want a hardwood, but it's a bit like bringing the peat from Latvia, is it? For those of you who don't know it, if you buy peat moss in the shop, the chances are at the moment it's coming in from Latvia. And they're cutting away. It is some yoke. We're going for a big one. It's on the bottom. Okay, now you can feel the bang in the ground when she comes down. Let's go look at the forwarder, lads. Okay guys, after the harvester comes this yoke, the forwarder, which we'll go up now and see him emptying out this load above. But he's to pick through some of the timber. You'll see him there, he's not taking it all, but he's taking a lot of it. He's taking the bigger stuff. The bigger stuff is timber, which he's straightening out there now. The bigger stuff is timber that's used for manufacturing process. We say planks of timber for all the world. He's taking some from the other side now, and that goes to manufacturing process. And now the smaller stuff he's leaving behind him, a lot of that is going for chipboard and wood processing and all that kind of stuff. We'll try not to get killed here now. That's some machine. Watch the crawler tracks there. They would travel on anything. A John Deere 1510G. It's in there. The grab. Just pick through the biggest of it and load it up. I was talking to him there, he said depending on location, depending on the draw, he could draw anything up to maybe up kind of 4 loads an hour. If it was very close, up to 5 or 6, 7 or 8 loads a day. There's some operator that's to work the crane and drive the yoke at the same time. And pick out the timber. Fair play to you. But this full he told me it's about, depending on the timber he has, the bigger timber was going to weigh less, but it's going to be somewhere between 14 and 17 ton. And all the way up behind there, I don't know if you can see it or not in the distance, to the stockpile of timber which is there. Like these machines are running in at serious money. Like I'm only guessing at this now, but I presume this machine is probably the best part of €250,000. So the way the cab turns round and everything. Oh, you can rise up the gate in front as well. Oh, okay, yeah. That's kind of a cool situation. All this timber, like I said, was probably planted in and around 25 to 30 years ago. And all this will, like I said, will be replanted again. So don't be getting your knickers in a twist if you... See all the bogies they are going up and down. There was just some desperate wear on the bogies of these yokes. Okay, put the big ends, alright, okay. Oh my goodness. Right, I'm going to leave him and I'm going to go up to the hard stand above, and we're going to watch him unload. Okay, I'm just spotting that the fellow with the fellow with the harvester is putting the big stuff on a slightly different alignment. See it there? There's an knack to the system. That's a savage operation. Alright, I'm going to go walk down, and we're going to get up before him if we can, and we're going to see them stacking it above the road. So I think it's class the way he's staying moving and staying loading at the same time. There must be some fierce wear on the crane and even on the bogies and everything else. Alright, I'm gonna go. Let's go. Alright guys, here we go. Here's our timber. Apparently this timber is going for furniture and timber and household timber and all this kind of stuff. And the stuff to the left of you there is going to what they call to make chipboard and other kind of processed woods like that. I was just talking to him and they are driving it. He reckons there's about 17 ton up in the yoke. We're nearly there, lads. So now guys, you all know where your timber comes from for your housing and for all that kind of stuff. So thanks again to Denis, Twomey and Macroom. So if you have any forestry you want to cut, please do contact Denis, Twomey. And yeah, like I said already, give a like, give a subscribe, and we'll see you all in the next one. And thanks, like I said, thanks to Denis, thanks to the lads here, and yeah, alright, thank you. Guys, a bit of a bonus clip. There's a truck after coming in for a load of timber, and I can't figure out why that screen has gone black. But this is how it all leaves. I know above in parts of Mayo and places like that up the west of Ireland, there is train loads of timber. The chances are there's a very strong possibility this timber is actually going, I'm talking to the lads there, this timber is more than likely going to make chipboard and plywood and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, that's kind of it really. So you'll see how it's being loaded there, another crane. Timber is actually very, very, very manual, very, I suppose, labour intensive work. I know a fella there, he draws a lot of timber with a truck, and he's out for a full week on a truck. So the next time you go to your local hardware to buy a sheet of plywood, think of these fellas. Okay guys, that's kind of it. If you can at all, please give a like and give a subscribe. And thanks to all the lads here. This thing keeps going black. Thanks to all the lads here. Thanks to Denis, Twomey, and brilliant. Alright guys, give a like, give a subscribe, and we'll see you all in the next one.